Hi, Adrián. Thanks for speaking with us tonight. Um, Wanted to start off by asking your thoughts on a game where maybe the first half hour were, I'm expecting, probably below the standard for the group, and then the last hour, much closer to that bar. How did that come to pass, I guess is the question.
Uh, well, obviously, we haven't had again the best start, conceding one goal in 2 minutes. So it's not the best way, and especially here against, I think, a great team in this environment with a lot of people. So it's not a good way because we were aware of that again. So we need to learn from these situations because starting a game losing 1-0 is hard, to be honest. I think it's a matter of details again and another situation of set pieces. So we lose a mark and inside the box and yeah, so you are losing 2-0 and from there you need to react. I think especially the first minutes, we didn't find especially players through the width. I think they were waiting us in the middle, so we couldn't find players in the middle, and it was tough, to be honest. I think we had the advantage, especially through the width and also behind the back line, so we couldn't find Croy, we couldn't find players in the middle, and I think we should have attacked more through the width and also height. And after that, I think second half good reaction. We brought more energy for sure. Playing a game in 2 games or in 3 days, so it's hard. A lot of players with a lot of minutes, troubles. It's not an excuse. It's a reality. It's a fact. We knew that today would be tough, but really positive, especially how we have competed until the end, and we could, I think, fight until the end. And again, we've created a lot of chances. Today we couldn't score more than one goal, but I think playing like that, especially second half, we are gonna compete very good against all the teams.
I did want to ask about the second half. Later in the second half, you made your second round of subs, and you had Hal come to right back. There looked like there was some asymmetry in the system after that with Gabby pushing up high.
Yeah.
Is that something that the team has had a lot of time to work on, or is that maybe something that was just like in the moment, we need to try something to change the dynamic of this game?
No, we knew that because today we were with Kate as a left back that she couldn't play more than 60 minutes. She's coming from an injury, so we didn't put her in a risk. And Casey, she's been trying until last moment. She played 90 the other day. She has a tendinitis in her Achilles. Also, her knee is a little bit tight, so she couldn't play today, and that's why we had to find another way, putting Gabby as a left back and playing with Hal there because we knew that maybe Sofia could play there. So that's why we brought Hal. We had that in mind last day, and we were expecting that, and this is why we had a little bit of risk playing with three in the back and giving more high to Gabby and try to progress, especially through the width with Gabby and Trin.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Adrian.
Yep.
Ella, go ahead.
Hi, thank you for chatting with us. Just in terms of the quality of chances that you were able to get in the second half, especially as you guys were controlling the majority of possession in the second half. What did you think about the finishing on those opportunities and what needs to be improved in that finishing in the final third?
Yeah, obviously is a thing that we need to improve. We are creating a lot of chances every game. This is not just the first game. I think from the first game, especially after second game in Seattle, we didn't have enough. But after that, we've been creating chances every game. And yeah, so to be honest, I don't know what else to do because I would be worried if we don't create chances. But creating chances, and especially the way that we are doing in a different ways, I think it's positive. So it's a matter of also confidence. It's a lot of factors. Players today were a little bit tired, and sometimes you don't know why the ball doesn't go inside, but we need to continue. But for sure, I think we need to be aware that we need to improve, because other teams, maybe they need 2, 3, 4 chances to score 2, 3 goals, and we need a lot to score maybe 1 or 2. So I think this is something that we need to improve. We are humble and we are working on that.
Andre, go ahead.
Hey, Adrián, thanks for speaking with us. Wanted to talk about the conceding of early goals. That has seemed to be a theme this season. I think the majority of the goals have happened in fewer than 25 minutes into the game. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I don't know, to be honest, because I think there's not just one factor, one point. So a lot of situations. So it could be something emotional. Today, especially players with this environment, it's not easy the first minutes. So I think we know that we don't need to concede maybe easy mistakes, or we want to play in the half. We want to be a little bit more vertical. But again, so it's easy to say, but when you are playing in front of, I don't know today how many people were there, but maybe 15 or 20,000 people, it's not easy. So I think we need to understand that. Also, playing under pressure, it's not easy, and yeah, the opponent also, they are good. They press high, and dealing with those situations is not easy. But again, we need to learn. We cannot concede those goals, especially the first 5 minutes, because starting like this, so you need to do an extra effort. And yeah, learning again from that. We need to avoid that in the future.
Appreciate that. And I had one other question that I wanted to ask about the game overall, because it seems like if you were to say before the game, you're going to slow Sophia Smith down, she's not going to have a lot, and you're going to create a lot of chances, that's a good thing. But then the result ends up being 2-1. So how do you what's kind of the message to the team, given that there was a lot of good things in this performance?
Yeah, again, I think we need to be proud how we have competed today. It wasn't an easy game playing here in this environment. 2 games in 3 days, crossing the country with a lot of troubles with players that couldn't recover properly. We know today it would be tough, but I think we need to be proud how we have played. Especially, yeah, the last half, second half, and maybe the last part of the first one. We need to learn from that. So again, for me, every game there is a learning behind every game. It doesn't matter if you win or if you lose. And I think today there are a lot of positive things. So we cannot just think about the results. So we are building something more than one result. So the way that we want to play, the way that we want to compete, I think today we've made another step forward. Even though we lost, we can get a lot of positive things from this game for the future, for sure. And again, in terms of Sofia, I think we could avoid many situations. She's been scoring the last games. She was performing amazing. She's so good, and I think today we've defended her pretty good. It wasn't enough to get the 3 points, but defending players like her, I think also that's positive as a team. How we did it.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adrian. We will be right back with Lena Solano and Gabby Carl.
Thank you, guys.